just leaving Asheville. It's been a change of plan. I'm not gonna do the Smoky Mountain Railroad tour. I figure, the colors are not blooming. The trees are still pretty much green. So I really wanted to go while the whole fall leaves blooming. The colors and other stuff. That was the main thing that I wanted to take the tour, the train ride. So I figure, leave it for next time when the leaves are, blooming in colors. Uh, that's one thing. Second, there's rain coming from the west towards the east. So at one point during the day, I'm gonna getting, I'm gonna come across the rain. You know, I'm heading west from Asheville to Chattanooga. So at one point during the day, I'm gonna hit the rain. And so far, what I look on the map, uh, it looks like it's a lot of rain. So what I decide is I'm gonna pick up the Blue Ridge from Asheville. I'm gonna start heading west, and but I'm not gonna take the Blue Ridge all the way to Cherokee. That's gonna take me longer, and it's gonna take me more northwest. So at one point, I'm gonna pick up 74 and towards Chattanooga. So I'm gonna do a little of the Blue Ridge, and you know eventually taking the faster route to Chattanooga, so I won't be dealing with the rain so much. I don't feel like dealing with rain today. I already did the first day, and I think that was enough for me. And so right now, the according to the GPS route that I did, it tells me that I'll be getting to Chattanooga by 1:30. Right now is it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So I figure between making stops and whatever, I'm pushing 2 o'clock. So that's not that bad. I mean, so there you go, saying the word so. Um, so, shit. So I'll be getting by 2 o'clock. I'm hoping to get by 2 o'clock, and hopefully they let me do an early check-in, and that's it. Uh, Apparently tomorrow, Wednesday, is supposed to be a nice weather. So day 4, or heading back home, at least it's gonna be a sunny day. So that's good to end the ride. So there we go again. So that's the plan. Here we go again with the word. I'll get back to you guys later, an update, and hopefully I won't get that much rain. Okay, I'm still on the Blue Ridge. I already passed the highest point of the Blue Ridge, and the only thing so far is it's a lot of fog. I'm getting a hard time seeing at one point, but other than that, everything is fine. I could deal with the fog, as long as I don't get no rain. But there's a high possibility that I will. GPS is telling me that I have about 7.5 miles until I exit the Blue Ridge. So as of right now, my time of arrival is showing 150. So far I have stopped probably a couple times, take pictures, so that had increased my arrival time about 30 minutes. So my last overlook stop that I did, I stopped and I was talking to another biker. He's riding a 2018 Goldwing, so we were talking about his bike, and and he actually he told me he follows Memphis Mike and Chris Caliente channel, and actually he told me he bought the Chris Caliente cushion. So that's how small this war is about, social media, and everybody follow who, so I found it pretty cool. He's from Texas. It was nice talking to him. Man, it's a lot of fog, man. I'm getting a hard time seeing it. With the GoPro remote, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work, when you have multiple cameras, especially with the session, the session is a little pain in the ass because with the remote, and it overheats sometimes. I figure, I'm gonna try the multicam, because I have I should have about good, you see, I don't have a GPS right now. I have less than 10 miles before I get off on the Blue Ridge, so might as well, try to do the multicam. I like doing multicam sometimes, especially when it's scenery or when you're riding with somebody. It makes it more, we're going to the tunnel right now. It gives you a different views, So here you go again with it. So can get rid of that. Let me see. It says I have 3 miles till I exit. Right now, when I'm on the Blue Ridge, it kind of cleared out from the fog. The words at some point it was getting pretty bad. I was having a hard time seeing. But right now, they getting some good views. So there you go again. God. Right now my GPS is telling me I have a arrival time at 2:28. So there you go again. I lost about an hour already. Hey, I don't have no problem as long as I don't get no rain. That's all I'm saying. I could get there at 5 o'clock as long as I don't get no rain. Today is the today's the 17th. Let me see. I can't see. 16. I give her another week for the colors, for the fall leaf colors. It starts being more noticeable. There's like 30%, 20% right now. about a week, week and a half. You know, there you go. You know, I was talking to the other man with the Goldwing. We were talking about that, and he told me the same thing. He say about 2 weeks. You know, 2 weeks for the colors to be much better. Well, you know, I try. You know, I check on the internet, and they were saying the middle of October. So there you go again. So that's the reason why I plan middle of October. Unfortunately, not this year. I guess it will be until next time. You know, it's not my. It won't be my last time coming here. I love riding the Blue Ridge. It's one of my favorite routes so far. Especially not being that far from home. Okay, right now I'm showing 2 cameras. I think the GoPro 7 got disconnected. And I'm still running the session on the Hero 4. It's been a very nice ride, you know. There. It's been a very nice ride. I always enjoy the Blue Ridge. Always. It's very relaxing, very scenery. And if you're lucky, you get to meet people. You get to meet other riders along the way. One of the things that I like about riding a motorcycle. But I don't get tired of viewing the scenery, riding and smell of nature and taking pictures. Taking pictures on the Blue Ridge never gets old because you will never take the same pictures on the same spot. And the reason why is because you just don't know. I'm about to exit right now. Then I'm gonna get on Highway 2074, US 74. So I guess this is my exit of the Blue Ridge until next year. Love it. What I was saying about you never, you know, it never gets old taking pictures. And I'm gonna tell you why it never gets old taking pictures. And this is my point of view as a photographer. The reason why it never gets old taking pictures because the weather constantly change on the Blue Ridge. You got the fogs moving in, you know, all these things going on at all time. Ew. So you come today, you take a picture, and the scenery is different. Even if you're in the same spot, because the weather. You come tomorrow, you go to the same spot, the scenery is different, the weather is different. So the theme and the feeling of the pictures is always going to be different, and that's the reason why it never gets old. You never take the same pictures. I taken pictures before. This is, you know, this is my second time taking pictures on the Blue Ridge, and I noticed this year's pictures are different from last year pictures that I took on the Blue Ridge. Right now I'm on highway. I'm on US 74, so I'm out of the Blue Ridge. Bye bye Blue Ridge. Until next year.